regarding the algo lines that Gordon was just talking about, this is an algo line on the SPY. This is a ascending support line on the SPY right here. This is the one, and again, you can see what happened. We broke down through that on Friday, gap down here this morning, and we're staying below it. We're staying below that. Now I do have a couple of horizontal lines in here. It's horizontal support 503.50 right here, and we broke down below this one here, then came right back up through it again. And this one we're just about to the top of this candle right here was just about at this resistance level. So we're just chopping inside of this, but we're still staying below this algo line. We popped up above it this morning on that big rally back up again, but we closed above it on Friday and we're still below it right now. So basically, if we stay below that algo line, I'm still bearish on the market. And even at that, I'm not very bullish. Even if it gets above there, we got so far to go to recover this drop. But that's one of the things I'm watching. Mallow Mushroom, yeah, good tuning in for my commentary. A good day to be in cash. Yeah, listen, the option premiums were jacked up to the sky this morning. Very difficult to trade any kind of options. I didn't touch this market right now. I did trade a Momo trade, DJ, what was it, BJDX. But other than that, those Momo trades don't really trade with the market. They trade all on their own based on volume and float. But that's all I've touched there right now today. And I'm out of that BJDX already. So right now I'm in nothing. I'm in cash. Again, cash is king in this kind of a market. If you want to try to trade this market, you've got to be very nimble. You've got to be experienced. This is not a market for inexperienced traders. The volatility's high. The moves are crazy. You're going to get very emotional in these kind of trades. If you're watching your P&L, you're going to need a bottle of antacids next to you to try to trade this stuff. So again, best to just wait and see what the market does here. It's trying to put in a bottom, but we don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen here. This tariff stuff is shaking up the market. It's a very, very heavy sell-off. Market is all the markets were in bear market territory this morning, down more than 20% from the high. So yeah, it's a good day to be in cash, is right, Mallow.
Members being posted in the news desk would be a link to the White House, President Trump participating in a visit with the 2024 World Series LA Dodgers. Just in case any headlines are, we'll have a link to that in the news desk. That's supposed to start momentarily.
Stocks are all over the place here today.
Remember, there's commentary out now by Trump. Yesterday, China issued retaliatory tariffs of 34% on top of their already record-setting tariffs, non-monetary tariffs, illegal subsidization of companies, and massive long-term currency manipulation. This department warning that any country that retaliates against the U.S. by issuing additional tariffs above and beyond their already existing long-term tariffs abuse of our nation will be immediately met with new and substantially higher tariffs. Therefore, if China does not withdraw its 34% increase above their already long-term trading abuses by tomorrow, April 8th, the U.S. will impose additional tariffs on China up to 50% effective April 9th. Additionally, all talks with China concerning their requested meetings with us will be terminated. Negotiations with other countries.
So now Trump's talking about putting additional tariffs on China if they don't take back the tariffs that they just put on after we put on the tariffs on them, and he's going to break off negotiations with them. China is a huge trading partner in the United States. It's also a very strong, it's a very big economy, and that's a pretty serious situation. And the market's not going to care for this too much. Again, this is what can happen all day long today, so just be very, very careful. That's the way to look at it, William. Here we go. It's easy to do that when you're in cash, I'll tell you that. I get back into BJDX, Momo trade. I'm not doing anything else right now. Options too expensive. They're starting to come down a little bit. But I just re-entered BJDX here, looking for a bounce. Again, this is telling me not to, but I'm just using this off of the high volume. That's all. This is not a standard type trade I'm doing. This is a Momo trade. Again, all I can keep saying is we're just keeping my powder dry right now. I'm not wading into this quagmire that's in this market right now. It's just news driven. The volatility's jacked up to the sky. Premiums are really high. There's not much follow through in any direction right now. It's very dangerous to be trying to trade. Again, it's this. Again, I hate to keep saying this, but the best situation right now is don't be trading. Keep your money. Wait for the setups to occur. Arthur. No, I'm shares. I'm not trading any options right now. Anything I do in Momo trades, momentum trades are always done on, just about always done with shares, because I don't want to have to deal with the time decay. I don't want to have to deal with the bid-ask spread. It's much more different. Even if they have options, I don't know BJDX even has options, but I'm just taking trades on Momo, just taking shares on Momo trades. As Joe points out, in this market, you need exceptional skills to make money. Yeah, I mean, it looks great if you, in retrospect, you look at this. Oh, look at this! I could have caught that. No, you can't catch that. You got to be in here. There's no way of catching that, and there's no way of catching that. These are too big. Look at the. If you jumped in here long, look what happened to you. If you jumped in here short, look what happened to you. It's a minefield right now trying to trade this stuff. Check over on YouTube. We got a few folks over there. Am I evaluating any relative weakness, relative strength stocks here and keeping a list? I'm just waiting for the market to shake out. I'm waiting for the market to shake out first. It's really hard on the relative strength, relative weakness. Even right now, if you find something decent, the problem is the options are so expensive you can't really trade them. So I'm just kind of waiting. Besides the higher retail relative volume, what float and market cap requirements do you need to see from Momo? And typically, I need to see a float of less than 10 million, and I want to see a stock that's traded at least the float, if not more than the float today. JNVR is another Momo stock. JNVR. A little more expensive than what you usually do with Momo stocks, but a nice setup here on JNVR. Technology sector. Don't have any idea what they do, but it's up 542% today. So this is definitely a Momo stock with huge amounts of volume. Average volume, normal average volume was 11,000 shares. Right now, today, it's traded 6.1 million shares. SPY just kind of drifting here along below the VWAP. Again, this is all news driven here right now in the market. Tariff news. This JNVR right here. This thing is just halted again right now. And that's a pretty good Momo stock right there. BJTX. which I get into again. It's pulled back against me again, so I might have to exit that. I'll give it a little bit of time though. Still trading some decent volume. Arthur pointing out the indexes and the SPY and Q, a very flash move all under a second. Yeah, these are crazy, crazy, crazy moves. Very, very volatile. Alfie, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You want to go outside? Go see them. Go see them. Hey. He's been going crazy in here. Sorry about that. My dog's having a meltdown over the market, I guess. Again, not doing too much here right now. I like this JNVR, but it just took a pretty big pop here. You can see that's about 10 points. A lot of volume in it. BJDX gone against me, starting to turn around again. I'm going to hang in with BJDX for a bit. SPY drifting here. This is JNVR. Just opened again off of a halt. So that's a pretty big drop right there. Almost $3. All right, see if we get any questions here. It's right about 11:37 right now. About coming up on 20 minutes to 12. Wild, wild day in the market. And big fluctuations in the SPY. Look at the SPY. Big fluctuations. Now it's bouncing back up again, kind of moving the VWAP, but this was huge fluctuations here. Big gap down, pulled down pretty hard. This one down almost 5%, ripped up here, went green for the day, and then came right back down again. And now we're just kind of moving, just chopping around sideways, down about 1%, I think, on the SPY right now. Market putting in a little bit of a pop here again, right up to the VWAP. Just nothing much happening here. Just wicked volatility here this morning through this area right here. Big gap down, big move up, big move down. Just huge. Again, I'm watching JNVR as a Momo stock. It looks like it's halted again. And BJTX. Drifting, just kind of drifting since I got back in again. I'm going to hold this for a bit, see where we can go. Looking for it to run up around through over $10. JNVR looks like it's still halted here. RYTM Biotech reported great results this morning. Yeah, see that's up 14%. Options no good. You're in stock. RYTM. Here's the daily on RYTM right here. Good results, pop the market up, pop the stock up. Again, it's algo line right there. This is the 5-minute chart on it. Big move up here this morning. Nice look on that, Ari. BJDX popping up above 8 again here. And JNPR. Oops, wrong one, not Juniper. JNVR. Halted right now. All right, so that's all I'm doing right now. I traded a couple of high Momo stocks. That's it. I'm not going into this basically this meat grinder of a market right now. This is just chop, 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 chop. A couple of wicked candles at the news, up and down, and then chop, chop, chop right through here. Premiums are going to start coming in a little bit after we keep going sideways, which means if you get into anything right now, you're overpaying for it on the option side.
Seeing some commentary out by Fed's Bueller, not much in regards to specific comments. Says, I understand the pain that some may be seeing from an increase in prices from tariffs. We don't know how businesses will react, how much of tariff increase they'll pass on to consumers. EFSH announces it will request a review of delisting determination.
Yeah, not a lot to see here in the market. GNVR open from halt. Moving up here. BJDX kind of just moving sideways right now. And those are the only things I'm in right now. And SPY is just moving sideways. About 10 to 12. SPY and just a choppy. Since the news events here this morning, very choppy. Uh, Still negative for the day. Still back inside the gap right now. Again, I'm not touching any of these regular stocks. I'm just trading momentums, couple momentum stocks today. That's it. Okay, so again, not a lot of questions here right now. Just everybody's just kind of watching the market. I think that's very smart.
Remember, it's the Trump ceremony with the LA Dodgers is now over. No commentary yet by Trump. On Shopify, SHOP, coming from TechCrunch, Shopify CEO tells teams to consider using AI before growing headcount. This is from TechCrunch.
JNV are off of the halt again, popping up. Got a little over $32 there.
Circulations from dark web informer that there's an alleged sale of 348 million Discord script messages.
SPY's still not able to get above the VWAP and stay there, just moving sideways. SPY drifting down as we come up a little after 12 o'clock. Again, we had a pretty wild morning, big gap down this morning, and then a drift down, and then a big move up on word that there may be a 90-day halt on the tariffs, and then a big flush down when this was Hassett that said this. It was actually one of the secretaries, cabinet members here, and then the White House said that was fake news. So I don't know. I just don't know what's going on here. This is just very chaotic, and you can see the market came right back down again. A lot of wicks and tails, a lot of chop. Not something you want to be involved in here. You don't want to be involved in trying to do SPY super system trades. You don't want to be taking positions on any kind of standard stocks based on relative strength and relative weakness, because just in 1 minute a news event can go push it back into your face like a flash. So I'm just watching. I am trading some momentum stocks. That's it. A couple of momentum stocks. JNVR, BJDX. JNVR keeps getting halted, and I'm in it down here, and got a sell order in. up just a bit higher than here, but right now it's halted. And I'm also in BJDX.
Trump issues a veto threat on the tariff bill.
That was Trump's issues a veto threat in the tariff bill. Trying to pass a bill in the Senate. I seriously doubt it would ever get through the House to basically strip the powers, or at least change the powers on tariffs, so Trump can't just do what he wants. But they have an emergency. In place that they put in, and they can actually reverse that emergency if they want to without worrying about getting overridden by without overriding a veto. So
comments out by BlackRock. Fink says long term this is more of a buying opportunity than selling opportunity.
JNVR with a opened again with a big flush down. Again, this is the thing with these momentum stocks. You got to be real careful. I mean, looks like a big drop, but it's really not. Each of these candles are pretty huge, so I'm just watching it right now.
Fink also says market could fall another 20%, but does not see systemic risk.
JNVR looks like it's halted again. Looks like it's halted on every candle. SPY making a little bit of a bounce here. But again, this is just all chop. That's all it is. GNVR open again. Momo stocks here. This is a pretty. It's basically it's after every 5-minute candlestick here, it's halting.
Members, more commentary how by Larry Finn sees zero chance of 4 or 5 Fed interest rate cuts this year. Also says sees a chance of potential interest rate rise.
SPY just not doing anything here. It's about 20 after 12. I'm going to stop and get some lunch here in just a minute. Let me just see if we have any questions. Again, I'm not really talking too much today. There's not much we can say. It's just a very, very volatile market. News driven, just going crazy. Yeah, William, I heard that too. William's commenting on the fact that Fink sees a chance of potential interest rate rise. He also says that he sees zero chance of 4 or 5 Fed interest rate cuts this year. That's a big difference between 4 or 5 cuts and a potential rise. Again, this is pretty uncharted waters here right now with these tariffs. This is really causing quite a bit of worldwide chaos as far as the economic situations and the markets are concerned. He also said there was a potential 20% potential drop. You know, I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen. We don't have, under normal circumstances, we don't know what's going to happen. But under these circumstances, it's probably even worse. I think the market just doesn't like uncertainty, and they don't know what's going to happen. No idea. GNVR bouncing up here a little bit. Get a little bit bigger pop here, and I'll probably take this off. Again, crazy volatility, very dangerous market to be trading in, very, very treacherous. Again, I purposely got us out of everything right now. We had a good week last week with some nice closed trades. Right now, I'm just sitting on cash, and we're going to wait and see. Look at this cascading up scheme. There's nothing here. So I'm just kind of watching the market, looking at and playing some Momo trades, but no other trades right now, swing or intraday, using options at all. I haven't done any of those right now. The option prices are starting to moderate just a bit, but still pretty elevated. Again, I feel like it's important to try to keep people from trading when it's dangerous, because we're trying to protect our cash. Our objective here is not to make trades. Our objective is to make money. We do that by taking the highest probability trades. To have a really high probability trade, you have to have some idea if there's a trend in the market that you can follow. We don't have that right now. We have a bearish trend overall, but day to day it's chaos. Very choppy here now, just kind of moving sideways, compressing. And that's one way. It's a good thing. It's going to bring down some of the premiums on stuff, but it's very difficult to trade any of this right now. You have to be very quick. BJDX with a nice little bounce here. Again, a Momo stock. A nice little bounce from BJDX. So I've took my profits in BJDX. I'm out of that one. I'm still in JNVR. And I'm going to get some lunch here in just a minute. Get a sell order in JNVR at about 32.14. 32.14. All right, I'm going to get some lunch, so I will go ahead and shut down the YouTube feed. Thanks very much, everybody, in YouTube for being watching the room today. Not much we could talk about. Again, if you notice that link right at the top of the YouTube, there is a link to the 11 most common mistakes that retail traders make. So that's where we are this morning. This afternoon market pretty much just chopping sideways now, and just kind of watching here, waiting for any other news events to drive the market. But again, market down today again about full percent on the SPY. We were down 4% early on today. Moved back up again. We get up to about 1.5% to the green side. Now we're back down $1, so 1%. All right, everybody. Thanks. Thanks for the YouTube folks. Appreciate it, everybody. And we'll go ahead and shut this down. We'll see you here tomorrow.